Hey everyone, welcome to Book Spark Summaries.
You've probably heard of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I mean, it's one of the biggest personal finance books of all time, for a reason. Robert Kiyosaki basically took everything we thought we knew about money and just flipped it on its head. So let's dive in and really unpack the core lessons from this book that got millions of people to completely rethink their financial lives.
At the very heart of the book is this incredible contrast. You see, Kiyosaki had these two father figures growing up, and their advice was like night and day. His poor dad always said that the love of money was the problem, but his rich dad, he said, no, the lack of money is the real problem. And that one disagreement pretty much sets the stage for everything else.
So, who are these two dads really? Let's take a quick look, because they weren't just two men. They represented two completely different ways of looking at the world, and two totally different paths you could take in life. And here's the crazy part. The man he called Poor Dad was his actual father, a super smart academic with a PhD and a safe government job. You know, the classic definition of success. But Rich Dad was his best friend's father, a guy who didn't even finish middle school. He was an entrepreneur who had to forge his own path, and he ended up becoming one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii.
Okay, so the very first lesson Rich Dad teaches isn't about stocks or real estate or anything like that. Nope. It's about the one thing you have 100% control over, your own mind. He was absolutely convinced that your thoughts, and even the words you use every day, literally create your financial reality.
And this right here is the perfect example. His poor dad's go-to phrase was, "I can't afford it." It was just a dead end. But Rich Dad wouldn't even let him say those words. Instead, he forced him to ask a question. Okay, how can I afford it? It's a small change, but it changes everything.
You see the difference, right? I can't is a statement. It's a brick wall. It tells your brain, okay, we're done here, shut down. But how can I? Well, that's a question. That's an open door. It forces your brain to wake up, to get creative, and to start looking for solutions. Rich Dad thought of the brain as a muscle, and this simple question was like taking it to the gym every single day.
Man, this is such a powerful idea. For Rich Dad, being broke was just a temporary situation. You know, you're just short on cash right now. But being poor, that was an identity. That was a mindset of defeat that could last forever. He always said he'd been broke plenty of times, but he was never, ever poor.
So all this mindset stuff leads directly into the first real practical lesson that Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki when he was just 9 years old. And it all started with a pretty crummy job.
So little Robert was tired of being the kid with no money, so he asks Rich Dad, "Hey, can you teach me how to get rich?" And Rich Dad says, "Sure, show up on Saturday." The job? Dusting cans in one of his stores. For hours and hours. I mean, just mind-numbingly boring work.
And the pay, get this, was 10 cents an hour. A dime? Even back then, that was practically slave labor. After working for 3 hours, he'd have 30 cents, not even enough for a comic book. And he started to get really frustrated, which of course was the whole point.
After a few weeks of this, he was angry. He was ready to quit. And that's exactly when Rich Dad sat him down and explained the real lesson. That feeling of working your tail off for chump change, feeling trapped and unappreciated. That was a little taste of what he called the rat race. The lesson wasn't to demand more pay. The lesson was to figure out how to get off the wheel entirely. And boom, here it is. This one line is the bedrock of the entire book. Most of us spend our lives working for money. But the rich? They figure out how to have money work for them. The goal isn't just a bigger paycheck, it's financial freedom.
All right, so that brings us to what is probably the most practical and honestly the most famous part of the whole book. If you're gonna have money work for you, you have to speak its language. And it all boils down to two very simple words.
So how do you actually do it? What's the secret sauce to making your money work for you? Well, it all comes down to knowing the difference between two things.
First up, an asset. Now forget all the complicated jargon you've ever heard. Rich Dad's definition is as simple as it gets. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. Period.
And a liability, well, you can probably guess, it's anything that takes money out of your pocket. Simple as that. That's the whole game right there. If you understand this, you understand the basics of building wealth.
Okay, now hold on, because this is the one that ruffled a lot of feathers. We're all told our house is our greatest asset, right? But Kiyosaki says, think about it. Between the mortgage, the property taxes, the insurance, the repairs, your house takes money out of your pocket every single month. So by Rich Dad's definition, it's a liability, not an asset.
And this picture really sums it up perfectly.
The rich spend their lives buying assets, things that generate more money, like businesses or income-producing real estate. The poor and middle class, they spend their money on liabilities that they think are assets, like a fancier car or a bigger house. And all that does is increase their expenses and keep them stuck in that rat race. So when you put it all together, it really just comes down to a choice. You've got these two very different blueprints for how to live your life, handed down by two very different dads.
And this just nails the difference. Poor Dad's advice was all about job security. Go find a great company to work for. Rich Dad's advice was about financial freedom. Go find a great company to buy. You see? One path is about climbing the corporate ladder, the other is about owning the ladder itself.
Ultimately, the biggest takeaway from the whole book is this. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep and how hard you make that money work for you. And the only way to do that is through financial education. That knowledge is way more powerful than cash in the bank.
So it really leaves you with a question, doesn't it? Which path are you on? Are you spending your life working to build up someone else's assets? Are you focused on building your own? Kiyosaki wraps up his introduction with these famous lines from a Robert Frost poem. And for him, choosing to follow the advice of his rich dad, that was the road less traveled. It went against everything his smart, successful poor dad taught him. But as his life demonstrates, taking that different path, well, that made all the difference.